stretchers! This is your girl, Energetic EJ, and wow, it feels really good to say that again. No, what I used to say was, I am so delighted to be here again today. Oh my goodness, wow. If you're new here, welcome to Stretch Street Podcast. And if you've been here for a while, thank you for finding your way back with me. I want to start by saying this. I didn't disappear because I was lost. I stepped away because I needed to listen. Like, guys, I've been away for 10 months. I stopped my last published episode in March of 2025. This is January, almost ending 2026. 10 good months, right? It was intentional. I needed to be sure that this is still a place that needed my energy and my resources. And so, yeah, over the past 10 months, life invited me to slow down. Not in a dramatic way, right? Just enough for me to hear myself again. I was still creating. Like, if you're in my space, you know definitely I was still creating, right? I was still growing and I was still doing the work, but Stretch Street Podcast just kept tapping me on the shoulder like, psst, psst, EJ, I'm still here. Psst, psst, EJ, I'm still here. Not loudly, not urgently, but consistently. And then I just realized that, you know what? This space truly matters. You can hear the excitement in my voice. Like, I'm so excited that I'm back. Stretch Street Podcast. A few people reached out and asked, like, what's going on with Stretch Street Podcast? Well, now you know what was going on. I was just, listening to the call back to myself to take a pause, to restock and be sure that this is something that is still calling for me, and obviously it's calling, and I have finally picked up the call. Not because I have to show up here, but just because I want to. I love it here and I've missed it here. Whew. Coming back feels different this time. This is not the first time I took a break. This is the longest break I've taken on this podcast, right? But this time I am more grounded, I am more confident, and honestly, less pressure. Like, ain't nobody got time for pressure. I am not here to rush growth. I am not here to chase perfection. Nah, very far from that. But I'm here to share honestly, gently, and in real time. That's what this new phase or this new season of the Stretch Street Podcast is about. If I have to give it a name, I would say it's the return. Stretching without pressure. Before it used to be stretching without breaking. Now it is stretching without pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Stretch Street is still about growth. It's still about stories. It's still about stretching. But this time, you'll hear more solo reflections. Yeah. Long time coming. You will hear shorter episodes when that's what's needed, right? And you would listen to deeper conversations when the moment calls for it. So my episodes going forward will drop with intention, not obligation. I'm not obligated to show up here all the time, weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, or whatever, because growth doesn't follow a schedule. Growth just happens. The important thing is the intentionality behind it, right? So I'll be intentional, but I'll drop it as it flows. Right, so if you're listening to this and you're restarting something like me, as I'm restarting this podcast now after a long break, or you're learning to trust your pace, not compare yourself with any other person, or you're simply answering a quiet call back to yourself, like you've been doing things for every other person except you, but now there is a call from your inside that is just calling you to listen. Dear, you are in the right place. This season or this phase of the podcast, I am not walking ahead of you. I am walking with you. We are in this together because life is happening. We're stretching every day. And so we're going to come with that energy. Like we're doing this thing together. It's life. So there's no makeup here. It's what it is. It is what it is. I'll leave you with this today as a wrap up this particular welcome back session is here's your stretch for today. Where in your life are you being invited to return without pressure? Could it be a project you've abandoned? Could it be a skill you were learning but you just didn't continue? Like me, for example, I haven't picked up a ukulele in years and I think it's calling my name again. But I'll start gently and slowly, no pressure, okay? I'm starting with this podcast and coming back on it. So, what is that thing for you? Where in your life are you being invited to return without pressure? Sit with that and maybe answer that call with calmness and with boldness and confidence. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And welcome back to Stretch Street Podcast. You'll hear from me in my next episode. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you for spending this time with me on Stretch Street Podcast. If this episode resonated, take a moment to sit with it or share it with someone who might need it right now. Stretch Street is a space for grounded conversations about growth, change, and becoming without pressure, without pretending. You can follow the podcast wherever you're listening. And if you would like to support the show or explore partnerships that align with this message, you'll find the details in the show notes. Until next time, stretch gently and trust your pace.